Please stand. Please join me in a spirit of contemplation. Between the heart and the mind, there is a connecting passage, not the kind that can be seen, but the kind that can be felt. For each person present here, I ask that that passage be opened. There is a place in the midst of every gathering, around the people and within them, where the potential of individuals is joined and magnified. For this gathering, I ask that that space be filled. Many paths have brought us here, many paths lead forward, but in this hour, we have a single aspiration, and we are grateful for the satisfaction and the camaraderie and the joy that we feel. May those hallmarks of this occasion give rise to loving kindness. Amen. Please be seated.
Good evening. I'm Judy Radokas, the Dean of the Cincinnati campus, and I'd like to thank all of you for attending this evening and helping us celebrate our graduates. We worried, since we went back to campus January the 3rd, that we would have to cancel this graduation and do it virtually, but I'm so happy that we got to go ahead and do it live because the worst of the pandemic going through their nursing program. These students have lived it from the very beginning to the end, and I don't know how you did it because I've been a nurse for 40 plus years and I don't know that I could have done it going through my nursing program the way all of you have. So I'm so happy that all of you could attend tonight and help us celebrate and congratulate these people in front of you who made it through this nursing program. So thank you. So now on behalf of Galen College of Nursing, the Board of Directors, and the academic president, Dr. Steve Heineman, we take great pride in welcoming each of you to the winter 2021 commencement activities. We are here today to recognize, acknowledge, and celebrate the magnificent achievements of each of these graduating students. As we know, every one of them has reached this moment with the loving help of family members and friends who are here in the audience tonight helping them celebrate. Another group of individuals who require recognition are all of these faculty members sitting behind me here on the stage tonight. Staff, faculty, assistant and associate professors at Galen College of Nursing, we all benefit from the individual expertise, words of wisdom, encouragement, and coaching that all of you provide. Thank you for your dedication and commitment to the education of all of our students. Commencement is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We are excited for your success and proud to be in your company tonight. We are here as friends and new colleagues along your life journey because all of us should remember in mind and spirit that life is always about beginnings. So welcome, and let's get the show started. First, I'd like to introduce Mr. Jeff Odom. He's the gentleman you've seen running around here, keeping us all in order. He's our master of ceremonies for all of our graduation activities, and he's here to introduce all of our student speakers tonight.
Good evening. It is my privilege and honor to announce our student speakers for this evening. Tonight we have three of them, and the chosen speaker for the ADN program option is Brittany Rye. The chosen speaker for the advanced standing program, Joseph Sexton. And the chosen speaker for the BSM program, Haley Childs. Could you please come up here?
Trying to figure out who's going to go first.
Oh, my fabulous self. I got
Well,
this.
there you go.
Y'all, I'm way too short for this. We ought to do better. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, that's my kid.
That's all right.
So, a couple years ago, I was working as a PCA in an ICU unit. And I was talking to a coworker of mine, and I was like, I think I want to be a nurse when I grow up. And he looked at me like I grew another head. He's like, you're like 25. What do you mean when you grow up? You're grown. Figure your life out. So 2 things popped in my head. First of all, rude. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, night shift. I don't need that negativity in my life at 4 a.m. But second of all, I hate to admit anybody's ever right besides me, but he kind of had a point. So a week or 2 later, I called my grandma, and I was like, it's time to come home. It's time to come home. It's time to start doing a little better. So I did. I moved back home, and I was interviewing as a PCAA on another unit locally to here. And she was asking me, like, what are your future plans? What do you want to do? I was like, well, I think I want to end up being a nurse. So she asked me where I wanted to go. So, well, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking X, Y, Z, and I mentioned Galen. Her eyes lit up, and for the next 10 minutes, I had to hear her talk about the 4 Galen students, or 4 Galen nurses now, that she had on her floor. I was like, well, I guess that's where I'm going. That made that decision for me. Well, about 11 weeks after I started, COVID hit. Awesome. So what was already insanely difficult became about twice as difficult. And I was honestly wondering if this is even what I wanted to do in life. Because if I can't even get through the schooling part, how am I going to do the rest of it? But what ended up helping is the professors took a personal approach to everything. I ended up catching COVID myself in the beginning of my OB unit. OB is already not my strong suit. So I reached out to Longbottom and I was like, I'm struggling. I feel like I'm behind. This is not about to be good. She made a point of every week checking with me to see how I was doing, to make sure I felt okay. When I got to mental health, my first exam did not do so great. So I went to Miss Brennan. I was like, I'm not doing great. I need to make a change now before we get to later exams, and I'm completely in left field. So she spent over an hour with me on Zoom, going through questions and trying to figure out what was my thinking and what I needed to change in my thinking to do better. I had some personal issues with a friend of mine, and I reached out to Slusher. I said, I have questions. I don't know who to go to. And she sat with me one day and kind of explained what was going on with that situation and what the future was with that situation. I failed my first exam my last quarter. I had not failed an exam to that point. Y'all, when I tell you I went through all stages of grief, I cried, I asked Jesus why. So I went to Miss Andrews and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And in her polite, sweet way, she told me, look, you're being dramatic, you need to chill, like calm down. But in, the way that she does. And it became so much that they were so invested in us, we became just as invested as them, in them. When Dr. Elmore got her doctorate and she got a promotion, we hated to see her leave, but we celebrated with her and I was so proud of her. It was a back and forth kind of thing. So last week, I actually started orientation at the hospital that I worked at previously. And they were like, well, introduce yourselves, tell us how long you've been a nurse. And I'm sitting there like, I'm not yet. I ain't done that yet. And the girl behind me looks at me, she's like, oh, you went to Galen? Because I had my Galen jacket on. She said, I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, you're fine. Thank you, random stranger I met 10 minutes ago. Come to find out, she had graduated Galen in the Louisville campus about a year prior. So she knew kind of the chaos that I just walked out of. And come to find out, she was right. As of last Thursday, I have passed my NCLEX. I started working as an ICU nurse. Thanks. But I just hope you all know, yes, I'm celebrating my own victory, but every time I see one of you post on Facebook, I passed, I'm celebrating with you just as much as you guys are celebrating yourselves. You know, we have cried, we have studied, we have cussed, we have screamed, we've prayed, we've cussed more. But I just hope you guys know just how proud I am of you guys, and I hope you guys are as proud of yourselves. So in the words of Dr. Elmore, when I finished her class a year and a half ago, that's all I got.
Hello, Galen family. Thank you, Jeff, for the introduction. This evening, we're here to celebrate the great accomplishments of those sitting in front of you wearing caps and gowns. Our experience while attending Galen was less than traditional. Given the time we decided to go, everyone in this room chose to attend nursing school during the most challenging time to be a nurse in our history. This group of graduates saw a time in which there is the highest burnout rate, the sickest patient load, and the most significant staffing shortages with the highest nursing to patient ratios in all of modern times. And we all thought to ourselves, this would be a great time to go to nursing school. In the beginning, we started our journey on Zoom. Everyone on time to class, sitting up tall, participating, taking notes, put together, and drinking our coffee. By the end of the first term, the scene was much different. Some people were on the screen with their hair up in buns, no sleep, and still in pajamas. After a while, we noticed people with their backgrounds changed, pretending like they're home, even though you could clearly see the outline of the car seat bounced, and then bouncing up and down with their hands stretched out. They were at home the whole time. Some sat at their desk at work with a mask on, still sitting there in class, assignments complete. Lastly, we have seen the unexpected mother quietly taking notes to get smacked in the face by the rogue toddler that only appeared on screen for a brief moment and then vanished quickly as they appeared. So many people had no time to themselves. The entire program. But they're sitting in front of you this evening victorious. Absolutely crushing this obstacle called nursing school. This is our first year of nursing school so far. And we finally met in person for Nursing 265, where everyone was back to presenting themselves as if it was their first day all over again. Thank you, Mr. Gibbons, for 265, for everything you did for us and the class. This was when we started to make relationships in person with other students, and we were able to put faces with names. It was weird at the first being able to put a voice with a person instead of a small square on a screen. In 280, I feel like I met a group of students and an instructor I'll firmly believe are now my good friends. I contribute my success to last term to them and Mrs. Andrews. Thank you to all the faculty and other students that got us through these times, for all the online study groups, meetups at Panera, and prayers in the classroom before exams. Thank you, Cam. I am grateful for all these moments with you all. We did this together. Thank you to those who supported these students during their absence from ordinary life while studying for their future. We want to thank all families, friends, and children who did not have their loved ones while they excelled through this program. All of you struggled. Remember, even though it was difficult, you did it. You are sitting in this room surrounded by your peers, successful in what you came to accomplish, and as an alum of Galen. I can say that it was tough at Galen to get through. It has prepared us for this big test they call the NCLEX, which is the test we must pass to obtain our licensure as nurses. There are several graduates in this room today that have already taken and passed this exam and are fully licensed, registered nurses. If you've already tested and passed your NCLEX, stand up at this time so your peers can see your success and use that for motivation to go forth and pass the NCLEX themselves. Thank you. All those that stood up are already registered nurses and have successfully passed their NCLEX. Thank you again to all the Galen faculty, graduating students, and their families and friends for getting us through this experience. It will surely be one that none of us forget. Thank you.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Haley Childs, but always ended up stopping halfway through because I couldn't find the words that I felt accurately described my time here at Galen and all of the things that I would have to overcome in order to earn this degree. So the best thing that I know how to do is try to explain what I didn't know back then, but I do know now. If you've known me throughout my time here at Galen, you would have learned that I would say things along the lines of, "What did I just get myself into?" pretty frequently. When I started my nursing school journey, I had no idea I would be going into a global pandemic and I would have to attend classes and 12-hour clinicals sitting in front of a computer screen instead of being hands-on in a hospital for over half my degree. When I started this journey, I also had no idea of all of the things that I would be sacrificing. I lost time with friends and family, I lost sleep, and most of all, I lost little pieces of my sanity during every single exam week. But looking back on my time here at Galen, I know now that there was also plenty that I gained. Over the last 2 years, I gained countless experiences with patients that I will carry with me forever. I gained mentors that would follow and encourage me on my journey, and I gained friendships that I never knew I needed, both within Galen and outside of school. I also found a strength and a perseverance within myself that I didn't know I had in me to keep pushing forward even when it felt like I was drowning. I found that this feeling would be the fuel that kept me going when I felt like I didn't have it in me to finish what I had started. I also found that nursing school is a continual lesson that God's plans are bigger than my plans, His ways are better than my ways, and He is always working on my behalf, even when I can't see it at the time. The last lesson I would learn at Galen is that sometimes the road less traveled is a lonely one, but when you make it to the end, it is oh so worth it. When you reach the end of traveling through all the thicks and the thins, you might not be surrounded by many, but you're surrounded by those that matter the most. I'm thankful for my family who believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself, and those that would stay up countless hours to study with me the night before an exam. I'm also thankful to have found a tribe of people who would laugh with me, cry with me, and celebrate with me all the same. The ones who would count down to graduation with me, and the ones who would speak words of encouragement over me as I journeyed through the most difficult times of my life. And finally, as I reflect on the last 2 years that I've spent here at Galen, I can't help but think about how honored I am to have been a part of so many people's individual journeys as they too are defying all of the odds and obstacles in front of them in order to make their dreams come true. I'm excited to see what the future has in store for us as nurses. Congrats, Galen graduating class of winter 2021. We made it.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Karen Montoya, and I am here to award the Leadership Award, the Dr. Tracy Ortelli BSN Leadership Award. The Leadership in Nursing Award honors nationally recognized Dr. Tracy Ortelli, a leader in nursing education, role model, mentor, and scholar who has dedicated her professional career to advance the development and assessment of nursing curricula and the certification and recognition of nurse educators. Dr. Tracy Ortelli was instrumental in the initial development of the pre-licensure baccalaureate program for Galen College of Nursing. The Leadership in Nursing Award was created to recognize BSN students who demonstrate outstanding leadership qualities by inspiring others, exemplifying personal integrity, serving as a role model and advocate, and upholding Galen College of Nursing's eye-care principles of inclusivity, character, accountability, respect, and excellence. The Dr. Tracy Ortelli Leadership Award for our BSN program goes to Joel Newhart. Congratulations.
Leadership refers to the ability of an individual to influence the behavior of others, often inspiring their peers to function at a higher level. The Catherine Mershon Emerging Leader Award will be presented to the graduating students from each program option who exemplify the following traits: ability to solve problems, critical thinking, respect for individual differences, active listening, skillful communication, clear goals and outcomes, and finally, integrity. The Catherine Mershon Emerging Leader Award for our ADN 2-year program goes to Brittany Rye. The Catherine Mershon Emerging Leader Award for our ADN Advanced Standing Program goes to Joseph Sexton. Congratulations. At Galen College of Nursing, we know there are certain intangible qualities that some nurses instinctively develop that truly set them apart from the rest. These qualities cannot be measured with an answer key or a calculator like a test score or a grade point average. These qualities are more about human kindness, the human touch. More than a room number and a diagnosis, it's about making a patient feel singularly special. The qualities associated with the human touch include compassion and an understanding and acknowledgement of the feelings of patients, family, and fellow students. The Dr. Marjorie Perrin Human Touch Award winners are nominated by their fellow classmates. The Dr. Marjorie Perrin Human Touch Award for our ADN 2-year program goes to Michaela Talbert. The Dr. Marjorie Perrin Human Touch Award for our ADN Advanced Standing Program goes to Cameron Owens. Congratulations.
And now, we will go ahead and award the diplomas and the nursing pins. Tonight, our graduates are representing 3 of our different programs. We have one graduate who is who's graduating from our RN to BSN program. Our RSN to BSN program was established in 2014 as an all-online program for those registered nurses who already had their license but wanted to advance and get their Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Our graduate from that program tonight is Nicole Brotherton. Our next set of graduates is from our 3-year Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree program on the Cincinnati campus. Our first graduate from that program is Haley R. Childs. Our next graduate from that program is Joel A. Newhart. Joel has also been a member of our Student Advisory Committee, a part of the Galen Student Nursing Association, and a student ambassador. Avery L. Ringland. Molly W. Tucker. Our next set of graduates are from our Associate of Science in Nursing degree program. First is April A. Aldridge Jablonski. Michael J. Ball. Taylor Morgan Barker. Jaslyn V. Bunner. Kara M. Bird. Ethan R. Clark. Amber L. Cooper. Emily A. Courtney. Aminata Diagaraga. April N. Fancher. Caitlin M. Gallagher. Kelly J. Garner. Summer M. Grier. Brittany D. Henderson Hill. Victoria L. Hughes. Elizabeth M. Krutop. Karen M. Lugo Pierantoni. Melinda M. Lusak. Shauna L. McGee. Lizette B. Miller. Kayla M. Manier. Jillian M. Money. Amber L. Murphy. Cameron J. Owens. Nisha Pathak. Megan L. Peters. Brittany L. Rye. Joseph W. Sexton. Casey J. Smith. Helena B. Stewart. Michaela M. Talbert. Michaela B. Underwood. Emily K. Venata. Rebecca L. Weber. Rebecca A. Winterhalter. Lindsay A. Whitmer. Samantha N. Zipf. Samantha was also a member of our Student Advisory Committee. She was a student ambassador, and Samantha is graduating with honors. We'll wait for Samantha to get to her seat, but then I think this group deserves a big round of applause. These are all the nurses that could be taking care of you out there if you're ever in the hospital. All right, on a little sober note now. We'll ask Dr. Kim Slusher to come for the ceremony of lights.
Y'all look so good. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. We have a tradition in nursing education. It is called the Ceremony of Lights. Through the Ceremony of Lights, the passing of one flame to another signifies the passing of knowledge and the acceptance of the responsibilities and the rights and the obligations of the nursing profession. We offer our pledge in this ceremony. Graduate, will you please rise, face the audience, light your candles, and then join me and the faculty in reciting the nursing pledge. The nursing pledge. I solemnly pledge myself in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate nursing standards both as science and art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of quality standards of care and of personal accountability. I will devote myself to the protection, healing, and welfare of those committed to my care. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I accept a duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not take or knowingly administer any harmful substance. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of responsibility integral to the nursing profession and the significance of commitments I pledge today. Turn around and have a seat, and I will ask Ms. Longbottom to do the benediction. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you look marvelous. Hear now these words of benediction. Our moment together in this place is at its end. For every heart and for every mind, may some word or gesture linger from this time to other times and give peace and courage and the will to do good. Amen.
Okay. On behalf of the faculty and administrators, I congratulate all of you on this milestone in your life. We all wish you the very best in your future endeavors and career. And I don't think I have to say it, but all of us up here on this stage are very, very proud of you. And we know you're going to do very, very well. So if you'll all please stand and face your families and friends. Okay. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Galen College of Nursing, Mr. Mark Vogt, our CEO of Galen, and our academic president, Dr. Steve Heineman, I proclaim you as graduates of Galen College of Nursing. Move your tassels from the right to the left. So everybody here tonight, parents, spouses, family, friends, faculty, staff, it's my pleasure to present to you, all of you, the winter 2021 graduating class of Galen College of Nursing. Now you can go celebrate.